How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video, a new character review, character analysis. In this case, we have Baron ZEMO in rank 4. Thanks to a very dear subscriber who left him to me since we have the bad luck that he does not want to touch us in our account. Therefore, we cannot take him to rank 4. Este era el único personaje que me quedaba del cristal titán de traeros la revisión. Ya sé que tengo un video de Baron ZEMO en el canal, pero es de 6 estrellas. Creo que eran rango 2 o rango 3. Por lo tanto, el juego ya ha cambiado y aparte a Baron ZEMO se le han aplicado una serie de mejoras y le han quitado unas cuantas cosas. Therefore, the gameplay that you have already seen with the one now is going to be totally different, apart from the fact that we already have it in rank 4 for security 128. Okay, I can already see that we have him here with the concentration of cruelty and the penetration for defense. In the end, we are going to analyze him. Worth the Master of Evil, the unique ability that this male ZEMO has, we will give %28 male ZEMO. I'm already telling you that it requires 200 for it to do much more damage. Will you say why? Well, you're already reading it. ZEMO gains more critical damage power and can deliver critical hits through the opponent's block. And as you're seeing, that icon is green, that number is green. Therefore, the greater the singularity, the greater this critical damage is going to be. Apart from that, when fighting characters with hero tag, the attacks that intercept the opponent obtain more critical strength. Therefore, it is another green icon than that. The greater the simulants, well, it goes up. Okay, it has the basic attacks. The attacks, it is used with the medium hits, the pistol, and they do not inflict contact. And apart from that, when the opponent clears a handicap or is immune to a demo effect, he gets an improvement of fury until he connects or his hit is blocked as a charge is more and more 15. Therefore, male ZEMO, we already know that his attack force is due thanks to the disadvantages of bleeding. So if we face a character who is immune, nothing happens because we are going to have those fury enhancements to do even more damage. Besides, they tell us that your defeat is guaranteed since personal hemorrhages we say are indefinite disadvantages that inflict direct damage. And here comes another. Why is the 200 for this character needed apart from being the top 10 prestige? And it is because that direct damage is going to go up with reference to taking him after the character. Therefore, the greater the security, the greater the damage will be from these bleeding disadvantages inflicted. Apart from that, all personal effects of TheMo can be infringed through blocking. Then apart from having purification, this is very good for us as a use for certain fights. Okay, it allows us to purify. Apart from when they give us 5 disadvantages because it gives us a rooting passive in both defense and attack for 5 seconds and also has a passive resistance effect. Also, when this extra resistance is active, ZEMO cannot get scavenging. When ZEMO has no extra resistances, personal scrubs are activated again and gain 5 more passive scrub effects. This is basically for this character's use. Then apart, it has a rooting. When the opponent has rooting, it suffers a passive slowing effect. So remember that the unstoppable and evasion effects are not going to be working. 50% is worth when we have 2 loads are 100%. We avoid unstoppable and illusion, which is why I tell you that ZEMO value also serves. Apart from defense, it is also useful for attack. It is worth it because it is widely used. Besides, while the opponent is engaged, we obtain more combat power rate. Therefore, we will fill our bars faster. Besides, they can't miss our attacks and the blows inflict an indefinite bleed disadvantage. And the speaker is released in ZEMO Sprayer before speed inflicts 5 additional disadvantages -1 for each efficiency effect he has. Since he's silver than 1, we leave a disorienting passive effect that reduces master luck and skill pressure by 10%. There are 4 maximum loads. Worth the final blow inflicts an indefinite bleeding disadvantage. And the opponent is rooted, pauses the rooting for the duration and causes 5 disadvantages. The auction that 1 is key to the use of this character. Auction that we root, and with the auction that 3 we put an indefinite tear passive that increases the critical resistance. Ye prevents it from increasing, and apart has more attack power for each indefinite, better indefinite or indefinite disadvantage that the opponent is supplying. So you are going to see how easy it is to use this male Simon, and the damage he may be obtaining is not a massive year. It is not strong damage like other characters, but it is used and it also causes bleeding. So we're going to see it as always in our Soldier in the Winter, but really where we're going to see all the damage of this male. ZEMO is going to be in April of Legends later. So friends, you are going to see how simple it is to take the character to maximum damage. Simply what we have to do is hit 5 hits and reach almost 3 power bars. Okay, as long as we control that, the opponent is throwing his super attacks at us so that we can infract the damage you are going to see. You are also seeing that under Baron Simon's life, they have our 5 debugs that if for whatever reason the opponent puts us at a disadvantage, we are going to debug them. And when they remove those 5 from us, well, basically, we are going to reach that routing. Okay, so you are already seeing how we have it almost in the 3 power bars. So let's see if he wants to throw that super attack at us. Okay, that's what I always recommend, that we throw our super attack 2. When we almost have no power, we throw super attack 2. Okay, in this case, the animation is quite good with the last bomb. We have to go forward to put that routing disadvantage, and you are already seeing that you have to throw super attack 1 when it is rooted and again, and quickly hit to throw another super attack 1 again in a row. In this way, we are going to leave those number of bleeding disadvantages, because let's remember that for each use of the super attack 1 equals 5 hemorrhages, and apart from if we activate it when it is rooted, there are another 5. Therefore, in this way, we are stalking the amount of bleeding that can be put on the opponent. Apart from that, since we have activated Super Attack 1, we have placed under our opponent's life the disorienting and slowing passive that prevents the unstoppable and evade. You are already seeing that he has 31 hemorrhages. We are doing 2056 damage for each tick, which is not bad at all. You can also activate it right now when it has little life with Sub Attack 2, and we throw that bomb again, and we are going to go forward again for another combo of 5. In this case, it has not entered because the Winter Solo has not served as the truth. That this Baron Simon is designed both for long fights and for fights with, you have seen that he was explaining to you above, and it only took us 1 minute 35, and I have been taking pauses and so on to be able to teach the character well. Okay, you already see that our damage is due to critical blows too, which I didn't say, but have you seen the massive and strong critical blows that our Baron Simon has made? And apart from those disadvantages of bleeding, okay? So now, if we are going to go to our Breath of Legends, go for that Star-Lord so that you can really see what the maximum damage is and how those hemorrhages are staked out in such a simple way. As I have said, simply as we enter, we have to go almost to the 3 power bars of his Baron Simo to throw Super Attack 2. We root, we quickly go for the 5 hit combo. Super Attack 1, 5 hit combo, Super Attack 1, 2 Super Attack 1. This has to enter the routing so that in this way we can get all the power bars and all the bleeding disadvantages. Okay, with this way, we will do a lot of damage per second, which is ultimately what rents us. And now we are going to test our Baron Simo in a long fight of 3.3 million life, and you are going to see how strong the character becomes. Okay, I haven't said it, but the maximum bleeding disadvantages our Baron Simo can be getting is a total of 99. Okay, once we get to 99 bleed cons, we're not gonna do any more. Therefore, there would be like the maximum limit that our Baron Simo can apply of damage. Okay, so basically here. For example, the Star-Lord can apply Super Attack 3, therefore we have to be well controlling the power bars just when he throws them, and when we have almost those 3 power bars with Mail. Simo, okay, then let Super Attack 1 throw us, that's right. We throw Super Attack 2 again, we throw Super Attack 2, and we go directly quickly with that rooted. You see that in this case, he has failed me. In this case, we have not been able to apply all the necessary bleeding disadvantages. Still, you can already see that we have left him 15. And we are already doing 10.22 of the year. Okay, so again, you have to do the same gameplay. Simply throw the Super Attack, almost Super Attack 3 of Rocker. Throw Super Attack 2 root, Super Attack 1 plus hit of 5 hits plus Super Attack 1. And with that, we are going to leave many disadvantages of bleeding quickly. You have seen that the gameplay cannot always turn out well. As in this case, you have seen that being so, it has almost blocked our blow. Therefore, we have not been able to bear all the disadvantages. More regs, then we go back forward. See, he's blocking us again. Nothing happens because a super attack will be able to enter us again. See, This is the bad thing about Baron Zemo, that we also depend on the IA on how he behaves, and basically so that this routing does not block us. That's why we also have to be quite quick when we throw the bomb with super attack to go forward and get all the maximum damage. Okay, so also what we can be getting is when we already get the 99 loads of bleeding, that don't worry that you are going to see. It is going to be a rather long fight, but in the end, I want you to see the development of this ZEMO male when he has almost the maximum loads. Okay, we pull again and move forward quickly. Now, the gameplay is going to be perfect. We throw super attack 1, okay, we load those bleeding disadvantages, and when it gets up, we do a combo of 5 hits and super attack 1 again. Now, it has turned out perfect for us, and on top of that, they give us a couple more taps to leave more bleeding disadvantages. Magic, you are already seeing that our damage is escalating to 4,000 per second, which is not bad at all. That's why I say this male is not in the necropolis. When did he leave? Well, it was a fundamental piece, because in the end, it does a lot of damage to disadvantage. Well, as you are seeing, that is simply without hitting. And let's remember that there are very, very powerful characters in that necropolis. Therefore, let's see if it doesn't throw his attack 1. Let's see. He's going to do the combo again. We throw super attack 2 again. Let's go. As soon as he gets up, before they get up, we go forward, 5 hit combo. We throw super attack 1 by performing it. We pause and we do combo again. And that's it, friends. Very good. We already have the 95 hemorrhage loads, which are almost the maximum we need to be able to obtain the maximum potential of this ZEMO male. Okay, there are already 90. There are 6 hemorrhage loads. I simply think that with one more rotation, we would already obtain the maximum damage from hemorrhage, which in the end is what I want you to see. I remind you that this Simon Ball is 1028 logically at greater singularity. This disadvantage due to bleeding is going to increase, which is why it is literally key to obtain the maximum potential of 200 unique ability of this ZEMO Ball to do even more damage due to Morse disadvantage. Now we have reached the limit, friends, 6741 per second. You are seeing how Starlot's life is going down little by little. What do we have to do now when we reach the maximum? Well, simply throw super attack 3. You will say, why throw super attack 3 apart from leaving a tear that will make our disadvantages last? Sorry, do more damage and our blocking will be much better. He will also make an attack force for each passive disadvantage that our Star-Lord has in him. In this case, he has 6 disadvantages. Okay, be careful because he hit us right there. Well, nothing happens. Let's see if he shoots us perfectly. And we shoot super attack 3 separately too, because you see the animation that is quite there. I already tell you, friends, that I really want Baron Simon to get it on my account, because you are already seeing how good it is and the use it has. Look at how much damage we have done. We have done the maximum damage that can be done in this case, the legend, which is 50,000 damage. I don't want to imagine how much damage we may have been doing, okay? So you are already seeing that we can no longer expand the gameplay of Baron Zemo anymore. We simply already have him with 99 bleeding disadvantages. He is acting, and we simply have to let our Stan-Lord die. Okay, as I say, surely if we have it for 200, this Zemo male would go up to 1. The more the damage is worth, but it is good in this case because we don't have it, so we cannot be seeing the potential it has. I already tell you that it is totally worth it since percenta 28 does totally crazy damage. Okay, let's leave the disadvantages, and you would see the truth is dying alone, friends. That for me, Baron Zemo is a key piece both in defense due to those debugs. For example, now in the node that we have on the route to victory of Battlegrounds, which I recommend that you go see the video that I uploaded yesterday of the best. The defenders and attackers for this season, since this character is going to be a clear piece in both defense and attack. You see that it took us almost 5 minutes to do this fight. But in the end, I wanted to show you what the maximum potential of this character is through his 99 disadvantages that I have. Say, friends, leave me the comments what you think of this Baron Zemo. Do you want to have it or not? You already have it because of its uniqueness. The truth is that I really want us to get 7 stars. Especially for the prestigious top 10, but you are also seeing by the use and the damage it has. So friends, I hope you liked the video, subscribe, and see you in other videos. Bye bye. And before finishing the video, thank you very much to all of you who are channel members this October 2025. Many thanks to the VIP Shoris of JP Elias Ramirez and Oscar Salmeron, and to Auka Roldan for being an authentic Shori. If you want to become a member, you have it in the description of all videos. Bye-bye.